Good morning, guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am super pumped. I have here Mothership 10. This is the Moonlight Seduction. Is that the name? Moonlit Seduction. I did open it up to make sure everything's okay. However, I did not swatch it. This is it, and it looks great. I know a lot of people were kind of disappointed in just the palette overall, but I was like, yes, that screams me. It's not too warm. It's a little bit grungy. Yes, it has those, colors that we've seen in Pat McGrath over and over again. And did I wish we had another one in there, like not a, pink or purple? Absolutely. However, everything else screams me. Also, in general, I don't do a ton of color. I'm quite simple with my makeup. I like to play with my skin a little bit more. I love to try just new foundations, concealers, and then to eyes, I usually like either super glittery or kind of neutral. So I was really pumped about this. The outside packaging is nice, same old, same old. I know a lot of people keep them in here. I don't. It's too hard for me to get in there. And I think it's probably tragic, but I'm probably going to tape something here so I know which one is which because they all look the same. Okay, so the packaging is the same as all the other ones, black, and then you have here the shades. So here are the shades. I love the Blitz. These seem like much more wearable than many of her other ones. And I personally am very excited to play with this. So if you guys are interested in seeing some looks with this palette, please continue watching. If you're new here, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe down below, and let's get started. All right, let's do some swatches. We have this one up here. This is one of her nice cream, it's not cream, it's metallic shimmery color. Wow, that's intense. She has this kind of colors in almost every single one of her palettes. This seems a little bit more white. Excuse my hands. I tanned and did not wash my hands. Okay, next one is this beautiful brown. This, I feel like it's going to be absolutely needed because it's a little bit more cool tone. So that I feel like the whole palette screams cool tone to me. More of the neutral cool tone, a bit grungy. Even the gold, let's see how the gold swatches. It seems to have quite a lot of that, I don't know, like bronzy that has slight cool undertones. And that is a stunning bronze. Oh wow, that's probably my favorite Pat McGrath bronze color. It kind of reminds me of one of the Natasha Denona bronze colors because it's much more wearable than, her yellow toned bronze colors. Okay, next one. I don't even know the actual names. I'm taking, which one? This one right here. And swatched it right there. See, even though this is a more popular color in her collection, the undertone is not quite that warm. So I really think it works so well. I mean, you have a look just right there. Next, let's swatch this one. Ooh, yes. This almost looks like a gray. Yes, it is. This is, look at that color. This is almost like a gray that has slight warmth, like slight bronziness to it. It looks so, so stunning. Next one is this one right here. I already swatched it right here. Swatch is nice, nothing new and exciting, but I could see how it works with the palette. All right, next is this color that I feel like everybody was excited about and like, okay, look at that. I mean, that color I think is what is making this palette, honestly. That all over the lid with a little bit of, I don't know, the brown, or this one all over the lid. So exciting. Okay, next one, this is more of a, this a rosier one? Yes. Oh, these are going to be beautiful. These are the special shade. They're Blitz something shade. I obviously am not really good with names, but that one is right there. It's stunning, but obviously compared to that one, you know, it doesn't look quite as shiny, but it is still very, very beautiful. And I think it's going to be very kind of wearable for a lot of people. Next, let's take this bronzier color topper. Ooh, this is stunning. So this one is a little bit crumblier. I don't know that. But it's a little bit shinier than the other ones. So good. And then the last one seems like a very icy color. That is the last one, and it's definitely bright and icy. Almost it has a slight purpley undertone to it. So these are the swatches. So to me, all this put together seems a little bit more neutral, cool tone, a little bit grungy. It's not your regular Pat McGrath rosy color. Like, to me, actually doesn't remind me at all of rose. Maybe this color right here, but even that one has more of a purpley undertone. And this one, to me, this is a muted color. Like, I think it works really well with a palette. Honestly, this one, I wish this, she probably gave me a different brown, like a more cool tone brown to work with in my crease, rather than those, like, I don't know, purpley tones. We've seen them a lot. We all have them. However, I do think that just overall the palette, it's cohesive. Like, I see why she put those colors in there. So initial thoughts, to me, this, I could see it become my all-time favorite Pat McGrath. Just because the tones work with me. I really like the vibe. I really like the toppers. Like, I feel like I'm paying all that money for these shades right here. And this one's super intense as well. And honestly, a lot of people were disappointed on this bronzy color, but to me, this is a stunning color, a very wearable, and the undertone is incredible. So I'm excited about that color. The only one I wish I had something different is probably this one right here. I wish I just had a lighter brown, you know, a crease color brown that has similar undertones with this one, but that's my one complaint. All right, let's get started with the looks. For the first look, I took Rosewood Romantique and used that as my crease color. It's nice, it blends in well. You can build it up or go gently. It's a good crease color. Then I took Extreme Nocturne and I tried to build that outer corner, kind of give a little bit of the depth to the look, not too much. I try to make this look a little bit more wearable. Next, I took the Bronze Devotion. I really enjoy this bronze color. It's more wearable. It's more just easy, everyday color. And I thought it was really pretty. Next, I took Astral Gold Lust. It's stunning color. It definitely brings a lot of light. It does have some fallout, not terribly, but it has some. But as you can see, it's really nice and shiny and made the whole look just a little bit more special. I went on the lower lash line, pretty much with what I went on the top with that rosewood color, and took a little bit of Extreme Nocturne on the outer corner. And in my inner corner, I took Skin Tense Glow. It was kind of intense, so I decided to take a little bit of that bronze color and add on top of that, just to calm down how bright that color is. Took the same Bronze Devotion and put it a little bit on the lower lash line, and that is the finished look. I think the look is really pretty. You could definitely intensify it if you want to do a little bit of darkness, but I wanted to make it again more wearable. Now the second look, I took the color Plum Cabaret, put that in my crease and try to slowly build this color up. I didn't want to do more of a V look. I wanted to focus a little bit more on the center color. So I built up the Extreme Nocturne on the outer corner and inner corner to kind of frame the next color that I'm going to put in the center, which is Platinum Dusk. Wow, I was so impressed with this color. It's a little deeper than you expect, mostly when you see it in the palette, but it has a lot of pigment, nice shimmer. I blended out with my other finger, and I also took that plum color and just blended everything out a little bit. On top of that, I went with Astra Lilac Aura and just put it in the center, and I think this definitely gave the look, you know, a little bit more power, like a little bit more brightness and attention. I think it meshed really well with that other color, the Platinum Dusk. On the lower lash line, I pretty much copied what I did on the top, nothing extra fancy. And on the inner corner, I put the Skin Tense Glow, and then just repeated what I did on the top. I think this is a very interesting, more cool tone look, and I walked outside with it and I thought it was so stunning. I really enjoyed it. Now the third look is the one that I'm most excited about. I took the color Plum Cabernet and used that in my crease, and then took the Extreme Nocturne and built that up on the outer corner of my eye, and just slowly built it up. And you could always go darker if you want to. I kind of went just a little bit. Next, I wanted to show you guys this color, Blitz Venus, because it's such a stunning color. It's very sparkly, a little bit champagne-y, and this is a look in itself. So just these three colors, you can create this look, put some mascara on, and you're done. And so I wanted to put everything together to kind of show you this look. And it's so feminine, so beautiful. But now I wanted to add this absolute stunning color. And I was so kind of shocked and impressed when I applied it. It has a ton of fallout though, so just know that it will go everywhere. Do your eye makeup first, then do your foundation and everything else, because you know it's crumbly, but it has such an impact. Absolutely gorgeous. On the lower lash line, I took that plum color and just kind of continue what we did on the top. It's quite repetitive at this point. Took that darker color, intensified my outer V area, and then in the inner center, I actually took that Blitz color, the Blitz Venus, and used that as my sparkly inner corner, and that is the finished look. Guys, this is stunning. I mean, this eyeshadow right here, like, it's just out of this world. It truly is. I think it's so much prettier in person than on camera. I went in the bathroom and my daughter was like, "You have rainbow on your eyes." It's so sparkly, so reflective. It just changes from green to blue to purple to pink. It's just such a unique, beautiful shade. I do have all the shade names in here. I think they glued this on mine, which I'm kind of glad because I lost the other ones because I'm not organized. So those were the 3 looks I came up with. There's so many more looks that you can create from this, but you saw that none of these looks are pink. Like, I wouldn't consider these looks to be pink. Yes, it has some of that pinky color, purpley color, but to me these are all more cool tone. Even the bronzy colors were more subdued, just more muted and moody almost, which I absolutely adore. Without a doubt, this is my favorite Pat McGrath palette I own, and I own every single one of them, except I think I'm missing one, the one that was limited edition with all the shimmers in it. But to me, this is the one that I'm probably gonna reach for the most because it's the most wearable, yet one of the most unique ones. And these colors I wear all the time. Now, do I wish I had another brown? Yes. Are these 3 similar? I think they're similar, but they're different enough. And honestly, when I pay that amount of money, so these are those 3 ones. There's obviously the gold one that I paired it with a gold. The one that's more of like that white, like lavendery color, and then the rosier one or champagne-y one. So they're all different, and I think they pair really nicely with other shadows in there. And honestly, I pay that much money to get the special shades. I mean, I have basic shades in many of the other ones, but I don't have this formula in pretty much any of my other eyeshadows. And obviously this color right here, I mean, this is what makes this palette stand out, and it makes my eyeshadow look so just interesting. I think everybody's gonna ask you, like, what is on your eyes, because it's just such a unique shade that shifts and changes, and the way you look at it, it will look like a different eye look. So I am just so impressed. Now, I'm not just impressed with that color and the glitzy shade. I actually absolutely adore this brown. Like I mentioned before, I think it is such a good brown, wearable brown. I'm sorry, bronze. It's a bronze. And then I really like this color right here that is quite cool tone, almost gunmetal, but a lighter version. It almost seems like it has even a little bit of teal in there. I think these are stunning, absolutely gorgeous. And even the lighter one, I like that it's more on the whiter side rather than like have a yellow undertone, because I can't pull off yellow in my inner corner. So something like this is easier for me to work with. It's slightly almost too white, but if I dab a little bit of that, it will work. Now the mattes are stunning. They work great. I love this color. I think this color was a must in here. You could deepen out any look that I did. Just put a little bit more of this. I try to be conservative with the amount I put, because I know a lot of people don't really wear those super intense dark fake lashes on a daily basis, and I want to show you guys looks that you can recreate at home. You know, like there's so many looks that I think are appropriate for office that you can create from this. Now, did you need both of these? I don't think you did. I think on the eye they kind of tend to resemble each other. One is a little bit more warm, one is like more that purpley, like the one I have on. So I do think that it works, but I do wish, like I mentioned before, I had a different color in there. I think that would have made this palette like perfect, but I think it is just a brilliant release, and I know a lot of people were expecting color and vibrancy and I don't know, blues and purples, and I mean, we have purples, maybe blues and greens, but I feel like I enjoy those but once in a blue moon. But something like this I think will sell better, and I think more people are going to be able to take advantage of this. I think it's important for you to know yourself and what you wear. If you don't like more of these kind of more neutral, just more subdued. Is that the right word? I don't know, because it has those shimmers, but the undertones are not those warm undertones. If you don't like those, you won't like this because this has no warmth in it. Even the bronzy ones are not warm undertone. Like that is not warm. So just know what you're getting with this palette. Also, the shimmers have a ton of fallout. Do your eyes first if you use this. I didn't, and I was kind of able to clean it up enough, but this does have a lot of fallout and I don't mind it. These shades right here, these 4 Glitz Astral shades, those are the ones that have fallout the most. But yeah, the mattes have no fallout whatsoever. But yes, huge win for me. Super excited. I think this is a genius palette. I think if you've been waiting for a Pat McGrath palette that's a little bit more wearable, but you still get those unique colors, unique shift, you still get like just that sparkly gorgeousness that Pat McGrath is known for, I think this is the palette for you. And that is all for today. I would love to hear your thoughts down below about this palette, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.